Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and Bill's the average drinker too. This is The Average Drinker.
Yep.
We're the average drinkers.
Yep.
You're actually above average.
So you're more above average than me.
I don't know what you make, like what makes an average drinker.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's just the channel name. Yep. So there you have it. We're here to bring you a video on whiskey.
Yes, we are bringing a video on whiskey this time. Instead of Play-Doh or something. Like, yeah, I don't know why Play-Doh popped in my head, but...
Okay, well, anyhow, thank you guys for being here, for watching, for liking, for subscribing, for doing all that. It makes a huge difference. We have a really fun video today.
Yep.
So let's just get into it. Let's just talk about this.
Yep.
Have you ever been to the liquor store and you just look at shelves and you see bottles that are just always sitting on the shelves? We do. We've noticed...
Good bottles.
Good bottles.
Not good. I see bottles sitting on shelves all the time. But we see good bottles sitting on shelves all the time, and people pass them up constantly looking for that Blanton's or whatever. It's like...
There's so many good bottles sitting on the shelves that are not that expensive. I mean, sometimes there's more expensive bottles, but...
That we like.
That we really like.
Yeah.
So...
And... Well, I think most of these, there's a pretty good dent in most of these bottles we have here.
Yeah. So these are bottles. This video is about bottles that we see on the shelf that people are passing up, and we're just like, why are people drinking these? These are such good bottles. So we're going to share our list. Let us know yours in the comments. As always, we like to look at those. I might take a little bit to get back to you on your comments, but I'll always respond.
Yeah, I want to know what other people think are bottles that are sitting on shelves that people pass up all the time.
Yep, that they're like, we're buying, but nobody else is.
Yep.
Why?
It's like, I will take those all.
Yeah. Yep. So let's dive in. Do you want to go first or you want me to?
Sure, I'll go first.
All right.
So this one could be controversial. It's the Jack Daniel's Bonded. So this one at first, like, you couldn't find it, but then now we see it sitting on shelves all the time. Yeah. Because once it got its distribution going, it's like people aren't buying it, but it is a good bottle. It
was crazy because when it first came out, it was just like everybody was looking for it. Nobody could find it. And if you did, you could like find 1 or 2 bottles here and there. Yep. But now we just see it sitting on shelves everywhere, just sitting there, like just rows and rows of this.
Yeah, and it's a good bottle. I mean, it's 100 proof. Oh, just that Jack Daniel's
caramel, vanilla, banana.
Yeah.
It's good.
So good.
Char, I like it.
Yeah, it's a great bottle.
It's a great bottle. It's not super expensive, and you can find it sitting on the shelf.
It's like 33, 30, some 30,
for some
35
reason,
bucks,
yeah,
something
it's
like
under
that.
40 bucks, I think. So
I think all these are fair. There's one of them that's
55.
I can't remember that
60,
tall one over
this
there.
one might be like 80.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. We just think these are good bottles, and this is a good bottle. And if you see it and you like banana, caramel, like char, oak, go with this.
Give it a try, especially for that $30, $35 price point.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the first one on the list. I am gonna go with my first one on the list, and I'm gonna go with this one. This one could be like...
That's probably the most expensive one here.
It is. So this one's almost empty. This is so good. I need to actually just like, you know what? I'm just gonna have a little pour of this right now while we're talking about it. So this is a Peerless single barrel bourbon. Now this one is a store pick, but I see Peerless single barrels, not single barrels, but
small batch.
Small batch bourbons just sitting on the shelf everywhere.
Peerless isn't distributed here as much, but we have seen single barrels sitting on shelves other places.
Yeah, but like the small batch is just as good, and it just sits on shelves. It's such a good bottle, and I'm like, do people just not know what this is or what? But like same thing with the double oaked. I see that sit on the shelf a lot too. The Peerless double oaked, and that's a great bottle.
Yeah, that's a really good bottle.
Anything Peerless has put out there is really, really good to me.
We fell in love with Peerless when we went out to the distillery. I mean, we've been there multiple times for tastings. We got this one at Justin's House of Bourbon. We were out there the first time we went out there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
The flavor is fantastic, and the history of Peerless and the story of the distiller and the master distiller and all that is just really fun, and it's a fun experience. So that's one that, like, if you guys ever go to Louisville and you need a tour or a tasting, go check out Peerless because it's a lot of fun and the history is fun too.
Don't sleep on these sitting on shelves.
Yeah, see them, pick them up. Okay, next one.
Next one. That's so good. We're gonna go some high proof. Knob Creek single barrel bourbons. We see these sitting on shelves everywhere, and it's one of those that it's delicious. We haven't had a bad one yet, and we have a bunch of different Knob Creek single barrels. So we pick up a lot of them because they're just so good, And it helps support a store.
Yeah.
Like your local store that has them. I mean, pick them up. It's just they're phenomenal.
I want a Knob Creek pick someday.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be amazing. But
but
we've never had a bad one. They're all really good,
Yep.
and we see these everywhere. Now I know I'm sure people in other states are gonna be like, well, that's not the case in my
some
state.
Of these are gonna be.
Yeah, but like in our state, in Colorado, we see these just sitting on shelves, and we're
and
like
boxes of them
why is
from
nobody
the
buying
single barrel
these?
picks, and no one's picking them up.
Yeah, and for $55.
Yeah, they're like 50,
Under
60,
60.
somewhere in that range.
I mean, that's a pretty good price for 120 proof bourbon that's like 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So pick them up.
Yep.
Another one. There's another one. Another one. All of these are ones that we like. I don't know why I keep saying that. And another one.
And another one.
All right. This is Sagamore 8-year. The Sagamore 8-year. They're so good. They sit on shelves everywhere. Why can I talk?
I think it sits on the shelves everywhere like the Peerless because it is a little bit higher in price. I think this one's around that $70, $80 price point. So that could be a reason.
It could be scary for people to spend that kind of
Correct.
money and not know if they're going to like it or not. I could
Correct.
definitely see that for sure.
That 8 years phenomenal.
Yeah,
they're all really good.
This is the first batch, but I know
Yeah.
they have a second batch that's just as good.
Yep.
If not better. It's really, really good. Yeah, it's really, really good. A lot of flavors, so delicious.
Don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep on
All
Sagamores.
these, we can say that on every bottle.
Yeah. Yep. This is the Sagamore 8-year, 115 proof. So Sagamore 8-year rye.
Yep.
If you
That's all
like
they
rye.
use, rye.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't like rye, you might not.
Yeah,
pick
you might
this
not
up.
like it.
But it's a sweet Maryland rye.
Yep.
So it's good.
While we're on the same train of rye
Why
and
not?
Knob Creek single barrel rye. I think this one, we passed on this one so much until we finally bought a bottle. I think we bought it, or I first found the LE ryes, and we picked those up. I love those.
Oh, yeah.
And then I finally bought one of these. Like, we passed them, like I said.
I know, I told you. I was like, so many times, I'm like, we should
picked
buy
up
one of
like,
these.
holy crap, these are good. And we ended up buying 2 of these.
Well, it took us forever.
Different ones, but
it was funny because I had asked you so many times, why don't we just buy one of these?
Yep.
Because I was really curious because we always like the Knob Creek single barrel bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, what if we like the ryes? Knob Creek is really good. Why don't we just pick this up? And you're like, I don't know.
Yep.
And then we finally did.
and they're good.
And it was so worth it.
Yeah.
So worth it. Ah, fantastic. Another fantastic bottle on the shelf.
Yep.
If you see it
Knob
and you
Creek
like
single
rye.
barrel ryes. Yeah,
This
if you
is-
like rye. If you don't like rye,
This
don't
one
buy it.
is not as sweet as the Sagamore
No,
8-year.
no, it's not.
And it's also not as rye forward. I think this one, it does taste like a rye, but not like...
Actually, can you give me a glass? I was gonna drink some of this one once it came up.
It's not as like spearminty, piney.
No.
It's not. It's creamy, full of like baking spices and things like that. That's what I more get out of it. So, yeah.
It's just a really good bottle.
That's another one. Okay, this is fantastic. By the way, I forgot how much I like this Peerless. So good. Okay, next on the list is one that I love and I can't get enough of, and one that I'm just like, why are people not buying this? Okay, this is the Four Roses Small Batch Select. This is the Small Batch Select. It comes in at 104 proof. It is so freaking good. I love Four Roses. I love the Four Roses single barrels too, not the barrel strength. Well, I love those, but the Four Roses Small Batch Select is one that I'm just wondering why people don't like it as much as I do. But
yeah, and this again, it could be a price point thing with this one because this one's
60?
60-ish.
it's
I
a
think,
60-ish.
typically.
But I see this on shelves everywhere. Like everywhere. So many of them. And they're so good. They're so full of flavor. Cinnamon, caramel, vanilla. You get a light note of raspberry. Like a little bit of toffee. And it's got a good amount of like, it's a high rye, I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember what.
Can't remember for sure, but
I can't remember what blends are in this one. We have a sheet somewhere that shows it all.
yeah. But I really, really like this one, and I have enjoyed it clearly because it's like going down and down and down. Got to get another bottle.
I think you finished off the single barrel too, didn't you?
I did, and I'm sad because I really like that one. But yeah, it's just good classic bourbon and 104 proof, so it's not like 90 proof. You know, it's up there a little bit more, and it's good.
Yep.
So there you go. It's good.
Alrighty, we're gonna go on the MGP train now.
Choo choo.
10 Cup 10.
Oh yeah.
It's in Denver. It's on shelves everywhere.
I feel like-
don't know if it is everywhere else, but here it's on shelves everywhere, and people pass on it.
I think people pass on it because they're like, it's only 84 proof.
Yeah, and we're seeing we're seeing the 14er sitting on shelves too here, but this one's that 50 price point.
Yeah, it's a little bit
like
cheaper.
70 something. I don't know which one I'd rather have. They're both really good though.
I mean,
between the 14er and the 10. It's been a little while since I've had.
Yeah, you'd have to do them side by side.
Side by side, but yeah, the MGP,
it just has so much flavor in it, and I think that's the thing. People are like looking at this and they're turning their nose down to an 84 proof bourbon because people
are 10-year.
Yeah, but I think sometimes people are so quick to judge something based on its proof, and sometimes that comes from something super high proof, and they're like, I won't drink it because it's high proof.
I mean,
another thing is I won't drink it because it's low proof, but this one is so full of flavor, and it's 10 years old.
Well, and Eagle Rare and Russell's are both 10-year-old, and I think they're 90 proof, so it's only 6 proof points higher.
Yep. They're 90. Those two are 90 proof.
Yeah, I would say the average person is not going to taste the taste difference between 6 proof points.
The average person, yeah.
The average person is not.
But I'm just saying, like,
at least in my opinion.
I don't know.
Yep.
I just think this has a lot of flavor in it, and I just think if for the price point, it's a 10-year-old bourbon. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. It's MGP, and it just sits on shelves. Yeah. Yep. So.
10 Cup 10.
Woo-hoo! Oh yeah.
Alrighty. What you got next?
So the next one, this is surprising. So the next one is one I didn't know. I'm not going to bring it out yet. It's one I didn't know I liked until you put it in What's in the Box.
I kept telling her to try it. This is one that basically she would have passed on the shelves for a while.
I did. I would have passed on one of the shelves. Now if I see it, I'm like, I think I would buy that.
I originally found out about this upcoming bottle from Whiskey Tribe.
Oh yeah. So let's bring it out.
Yep.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Because this one was from 2018.
This is the Michter Small Batch Unblended American Whiskey. This one comes in at 83.4 proof.
Yep.
Another low proofer.
Yep.
Super crushable, but the flavor is so fantastic. You put that in What's in the Box for me, and I was like, what is this? I was mind blown. Like, this is a really good bottle. Has a lot of good flavor. A lot of, like, it's just packed with flavor. It's got a good amount of oakiness, and the finish is fantastic. But it's just super interesting that, like, I was so against trying. I don't know why I was against trying it. I just didn't know anything about it. Again, that's part of this video is people don't if they don't know something about it. Is it lower proof? Is it worth my money?
And I want to say these are around 40-ish. 40 to 50, somewhere in that, I think.
I know in some places you can't find them.
This is a bottle to pour in a flask and take somewhere with you. Like, especially at that proof point, you'll get hammered if you drink enough of it, but it's not going to be 120 proof that's you're going to go nuts with it.
This should have been in our summer pours video.
Yeah, could have.
It would have been a great summer pour because, like, it's super low proof. So, I don't know. That's what I think about it.
And if I remember right, it's kind of got like a marshmallow flavor to it.
It does. It's like that vanilla oaky marshmallow. It's really good. Yeah, it tastes a lot. I don't know the age on this.
I don't know.
But I thought it tasted pretty oaky.
Unblended American whiskey. Yeah. I don't know if it has an age anywhere. You'd have to check the website.
It's at least 4 years old then. Oh wait, no, it's not because it's not a bourbon. I really have no idea then.
Yep.
No clue.
Their website might say, but who knows?
Yeah, it's good. That's all I gotta say. If you see this on the shelf, give it a try. It's worth it.
All right. From a distillery just down the street from there.
Oh. Yeah.
Old Forester 100.
I love this one.
Yeah, it's a great bottle, and it gets passed up. I think most people, not necessarily most people, I think people will gravitate more towards like the Old Forester Whiskey Row series.
Like the 1920s.
Because they're more expensive. More expensive means better. But I mean, we did our blind flight with these, and this finished second, just below whatever the other Whiskey Row 100 proof one is.
Yeah.
For the price, I'm pulling this one all day.
Yep.
Get my screw cap.
It's good. It's a great price. It's like
cocktails is great.
Creamy vanilla banana. Creamy vanilla banana syrupy.
So good.
Yep. It's really delicious, and it's good, and you shouldn't pass it up. If you like creamy vanilla banana, yeah.
Yep.
Dessert, breakfast.
It is good. So, we ready for the last one?
The last one is...
It's another 100 proofer.
So this last one, I probably made fun of this one for the longest time, and I like to make fun of it because it's corn.
It's corn!
It's a big lump of knob.
You can't pass up that bottle. Like, the bottle's crazy.
First of all, the bottle itself is crazy. It's a cool looking bottle. It's fantastic. This is mellow corn, 100 proof. It literally tastes like corn pops.
Yeah. Next time we're out there, we need to get you the I think it's like a lime green hoodie. It has mellow corn on it. We almost bought it last time we were there, but we didn't. So
I think that would look cool. It goes good with blonde hair, I think, and the yellow too. I like wearing yellow, but this one really surprised me because again, it was in What's in the Box, right?
You did a review of it, and then I put it in What's in the Box.
Yep, you did put it in What's in the Box, and I said it was good in both things.
Can you give me another glass?
Yep.
Yeah.
It tastes like a corn pop. It is very sweet.
It's very sweet.
Very sweet, and it's very corn forward, obviously.
And it's a very inexpensive bottle.
It's like $18,
yeah,
I think.
something like that.
But for what it is, if you like that corny, like corn pops, corn puffs, whatever that cereal is.
And it's at least 4 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an actual age anywhere with this, but it's bottled bond, so it's at least 4.
You know, it's really interesting to me that this is like a Heaven Hill product because I don't get any nut out of it at all. It's like...
No, and I don't remember what the mash bill is.
It's 100% corn.
Is it 100% corn?
I think. It's corn.
Straight corn whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Straight corn whiskey means 100% corn. They like to put tricky things on there, but I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know.
Corn.
It's a big lump and up. It's got the juice.
It's like cereal.
Yeah, it tastes just like Corn Pops cereal.
Corn Pops, honeycombs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. It does. It's like corn and honey for sure.
I'm actually kind of curious. I need to pour this on some ice. Like just like on a rocks glass with some ice and just see how it is. I could imagine it being freaking phenomenal. Yes, neat. It's great, but I kind of want to try it.
I never drink any whiskey on ice.
I don't either, but I want to try it for some reason.
What?
I don't know. I just want to try it.
Okay, do
like on a hot summer day, pulling this thing out, pouring it on an ice cube.
I wanted that. When I tried that, for some reason, I thought it was going to taste like Mountain Dew. I don't know. Like it
mellow yellow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep, for sure. Anyhow, that's our video of bottles that we see sitting on shelves that are good bottles that we wish more people would buy. But yeah.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere and then I lost my train of thought.
I don't know where she was going, so that's why you get the
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's corn. Okay, anyhow, let us know what you think of our list. If you agree with us, share your list of things that you see people pass up at the store that you'd like to buy. I'm always curious.
So, here's a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Of all these bottles we had on the table, if you had a choice buying one of them, which one would you buy?
One of the bottles?
One of the bottles.
Oh, jeez.
And I want to ask everyone that's watching, what bottle would they choose of all of these?
Of all of these, I am going to go with... Shoot.
I know which one I pick.
This
Okay,
one.
you got that one? I got that one.
See, I would go with that too. It was way too hard. I like these two. I don't know.
But yeah, sorry. It was just a random thing.
Let us know what you would pick, actually.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's what we got for you guys. I'm done rambling and ranting.
Yep.
So, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm Dara.
I'm Bill.
Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Cheers.